Hello, YouTube! Greetings! It is I, Chaoticos, and welcome back, one and all, once again, to Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. Yes indeed. Please like the video if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy content. If you would like to join myself and chat during the live stream on Twitch, you will find a link in the description down below. And whilst you're down there, feel free to leave me a comment. I have a fresh cup of tea. Big cup of tea. We are going to be doing pretty much a fairly boring stream today, as I'm going to be running around Arcades. Is it that where we are? Arcades. I'm sure it's called Arcades. Yes, Arcades. And we're going to be running around the city, talking to people and passing information along, as information is apparently the currency of this city. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but there's a fair chance, looking at the amount of names that I've got to speak to and then go to speak to. There's like 28 or so people. So given that each one takes a couple of minutes, there's like an hour there already. So chances are we'll find these people, speak to the people, pass the information along between the people, go and find quite potentially the hunt that I picked up earlier, or picked up last episode, which was last week, or next week if you're watching this on YouTube. I'm not sure, I've actually lost track of time now, but it doesn't matter. Let's continue on with the game by pressing A. And we shall get... this is now... Why are you sinking? Why? You've got nothing to sink. Why? Why do you do this to me? Thank you for the tab. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the follow. I did follow you as well. Very much appreciated. Thank you for coming in, and I hope that you are well. Now then, without further ado, we are actually loading the game. Aerodrome. Oh yes, of course, I had to save in the aerodrome because there wasn't actually a save crystal anywhere in the city. Right, here we are. How was the way out? This is the way. So, as with any good quest, or side quest, as this may be, we shall start at the beginning. According to the list that I have, we want to be in Mulberry, and this is Vienna. So, where's Mulberry? Let's go find that first, and then we shall find our first person, and then the side quest shall officially commence. This is Trant, so this isn't the bit that we want. We don't want you either. And it's a very good thing that I spoke to all of the people, because we're going to need these names that are above them, so as we can actually identify who it is that we need to speak to and who it is that we need to take the information to. Mulberry, right, we are here. Right, we want to find Reminiscing Lady, and then we want to take her information to the family-minded girl. So, Reminiscing Lady, family-minded girl. Right, you're the family-minded girl, so we have to come back to you. Family-minded girl. We need to find a reminiscing lady. Where is a reminiscing lady? I've got a lady. You're a lady? No, but you don't want to talk to us. Well, this is a brilliant start, isn't it? Oh, here you are, reminiscing lady. Why are we still walking? Is it because we're being pushed by a reminiscing lady? Yes, it is. Did you see the mama at his act? At his act? I don't know if that's correct. Oh, it was truly splendid. It made me feel the spring maiden again. How I would love to show my daughter. Commit this tale to memory. Right, now we need to go find family-minded girl who was down here. And I'm pretty sure that's her. Family-minded girl, hello. Did you see the mama? Murmur. Did you? I truly despise his kind. Who would want to watch such rubbish? Can he possibly hope to glean enough gil by his prancing to survive or raise a family? After all those years of training to end up impoverished? I'm not sure. Relate the tale of the mummer. I told you I detest the mummers. I'd sooner watch the mating dance of the Marlborough. What? My mother was weeping? Reminiscing, no doubt. My father was a mummer, you see. He could never earn enough to put food on our table. Try as he might, eventually it broke him. He fell ill, and to buy a salve he borrowed... I wonder if that's going to pick up on stream. Speeding police cars. Lovely, lovely. He fell ill, and to buy a salve he borrowed, and so he worked. Though he was sick and made little, yet how can naught hope to repay aught? One day a lord came calling, a man of means he was, and he offered to take my father's debt on as his own, provided my father left his wife. Then the lord turned and proposed marriage to my mother, for she was a rare beauty in her day. My father told her she should go with him, so I was torn too from my father. How I wept. I never saw him again, nor can I say where he is. I heard a rumour he had moved far away, that is all. If he had not been so drunk with the mummer's life, it never would have come to that. So you see, I've reason to hate the prancing fools. And now I've spoken overmuch. My apologies, though. Tale told, I feel better. Please, take this chop for being so kind as to listen. We obtain a pine wood chop. 1 of 28. Right, so that's that one done. We now want the daughter-in-law and the man from Giza. I'm sure I saw the man from Giza. Where was the daughter-in-law? Whoops, got stuck. Daughter-in-law. My dear husband's mother has asked for a trinket from Giza Plains. She's ever so particular though. So I'm having a Giza craftsman come here. Speaking of which, he should be here by now. My good husband's mother is a fickle woman. I do hope she does not see fit to change her mind. We shall commit this tale to memory. We want to find the man from Giza, who I'm sure is you there. Man from Giza! I came here all the way from Giza Plains to make some trinkets, but I got separated from my guide on the road and couldn't find the client. There's no way I'll make it back home on my own. Here I thought my fortunes were looking up. Ach, is my woman going to steam about this? We shall relate the tale of a trinket from Giza. Eh? So the client was looking for me as well now. That's a relief. I'm ready to get this here job done and get me home to my woman. So blinded by Gil was I. I didn't even think to look at a map. Who knew Arcades was so far away? That reminds me, they gave me this chop as a retainer, but I've no need for this thing. Here, another pinewood chop. That's that one done. Nice. The look-alike and the look-alike. Okay, so there's two look-alikes. Well, I know one of them is down here, isn't it? No. It's you, look-alike. Seen a swindler about? Not that you'd know if you had. He's a master of the skies. Why, he dressed like me and walked off with my earrings. If I don't find him quick, I'm ruined. Finished. End of story. Can't go back to scratching for Gil in the old town. How he'd imitate me so well. Commit the tale to memory. No, I don't suppose it's to you yourself, is it? No, it's not. Just out of curiosity, you know. That'd be something I imagine a game like this would do. Yes, you need to take a message from this person and give it back to the same person. So we need to find... Ah, it's you, isn't it? Seen a swindler about? Not that you'd know if you did. He's a master of disguise. Why he dressed like me and walked off with my earrings. I don't find me quick. I'm ruined. Finished. End of story. Cut goes to the old town and take myself well. Relate the tale. Are you utterly daft? The one who's looking for the swindler is the swindler. Don't you see? It's the oldest trick in the grimoire, my boy. What's that? He's still nearby. Good. It's time to put an end to this once and for all. Don't worry. You'll have my gratitude and a bit in your pocket. Pinewood chop. You are now free to ride the cab. Hooray! We are now free to ride the cab. But that is not where we are finished with this side quest. I should take a sip of my tea. Good cup of tea. Now we are to find the would-be judge and the judge's wife. I'm sure the judge's wife was up here, wasn't she? Behind us, at least. Ah, would-be judge. Oh, to be a judge, to bring order and peace to the world, and that's just in a morning's work. Oh, to be... How does one become a judge anyway? Memory. Now we need the judge's wife. Where will we find the judge's wife? Was it? No. Is it you? No. No. Down here, maybe? Maybe. No. Poor wife. Oh, that was what I was thinking of. Sure, I've seen the judge's wife around here somewhere. It's a good thing that they tend to be in the same area. Judge. Where is the judge's wife? It's not here, is it? No, because you don't want to talk to us. If you were, you'd be a green dot on the minimap. Where is the judge's wife? Ah, judge's wife. My husband was a judge, a fine one at that, filled with righteousness and justice. Our house's pride, the pride too of our borough. It was his very own sense of justice that brought his end, to die attempting to save a child's life, and the child of a foeman no less. How like him. We shall relate the tale of the would-be judge. Someone wanting to be a judge? Well, whoever they might be, I've advice for them. If they seek to be, if they seek to be a judge for the sake of justice, no good will come of it. Please tell him this. Tell him that above all else his family must come first. Pieces of frail bloom that grows only in the soil of a family's love. Obtain a chop. I'm assuming now we don't need to go back to him. The list that I've got doesn't say that we do. So we're now looking for the talented woman and the arcade magician. The talented woman is the one running around, is she not? It's you. Talented woman. You know, I've oft told I have a knack for magics. Of course, I've little coin to buy such things. I should be handling magics, not turnips. Commit the tale to memory. And now we go to the magician gentleman, who I'm sure slow-moving gentleman. Yes, it is. I am Chancellor of the Academy of Magic. Sadly, there is little need for our art in this age of ready convenience. Applicant numbers are down. I was going to say are low. Indeed, the Academy itself may be to blame for placing profit above the pursuit of quality in instruction. If not quality, what have we, I ask? Shall relate the tale of the knack for magic. A lass with a knack for magic, yet no guild to pay for it. What? How fortunate for her! I was thinking of starting a program for scholars in need. Of course, there will be an examination, but if she truly does have the knack, that should be a little trouble. Here, a chop for your information. Pinewood chop. Lovely. Getting our chops on, chat. Anybody else want a chop? I'll have a pork chop, maybe. Ardent woman and ardent man. Ardent woman was down this way, was she not? It's not you. Is it you? Ardent woman. My Biru and I have been working together of late. We've got quite a stack of chops to show for our troubles too. A full 8 and 20 of them. I must tell him the good news. 8 and 20. And I'm sure the man, the guy that's up this way. Why did you just turn randomly? Interesting. Is it you? I believe it is you. Here in the capital, if you take pride in your work and do right by your customers, anyone can make a decent living. Now, your regular chops are made of pine, but the nobles use chops of sandal, sweet-smelling things. Those, my girlfriend and I will get them someday. We relate the tale of 8 and 20 chops. What's that? 8 and 20 chops already? That's a fine amount to be sure, but tell her this. Try to Try to float up to Highgarden, and you'll drift off with the clouds. First, get firm footing down here, then build your way up brick by brick. Obtain a pinewood chop. I guess that reduces the amounts of chops that they've got. So now we want the proud mother and the tutor. I'm sure the proud mother was this way. Whoops. Getting stuck now. Funny enough, two people we need are right next to each other. I do so hate to boast, but my Reginald is quite the brightest child. I blush to confess he has his mother's wit. Ahem. Imagine my surprise when my dear Reginald's tutor decided to abandon us without saying a word. Quite irresponsible. Quite. We shall commit this tale to memory. Lady PR, thank you for the biddies! Thank you for the love. Very much appreciated. Thank you for coming on in. I hope that you are well. Thank you for the lurk. A tutor by trade am I, yet of late unemployed. Why? My pupils transferred to Bajuba, leaving me to seek out a new charge. It's grown harder in recent years to pass the examinations, yet I have utmost confidence in my ability to prepare any student. Shall relate to the tale of the tutor. Straight to the point. Leave it to me, good sir. A child under my care is a future academic. Here, a chop in payment for your kind word. That's another chop. All about them chops. We now want the poor husband and then the poor wife. The poor wife, I'm sure, is the one down here. Yeah, there's the poor wife. Where is the poor husband? Why can't we walk in between people? That's madness. Would help if everyone didn't run around. I suppose I have to keep it interesting somewhat. No, we've spoken. Where is the poor husband? It is the poor husband we're looking for, isn't it? Yeah, poor husband and the poor wife. No, the poor wife is down the stairs. Where's the poor husband? Curious. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if it's. I wonder if it's someone inside of a shop. Moon Baby here lurking. Thank you very much, Moon Baby. Thank you very much for the lurk. How are you, Moon Baby, my love? Thank you very much for coming on in. I haven't seen you live in some time. Everything alright? Have you played Final Fantasy 12? Do you know where the poor husband is? Well, I found him then. It's a shop master, isn't it? Interesting. There is literally no one else around, is there? Poor wife. We need to relay the information to. We need to find poor husband. I wonder. I've seen been winning this year. Whatever should I give my dearest? That reminds me, I found the oddest thing of finding back in the wardrobe. I have to remember my boy, and I'm not so thing I really well enough about to say it, but I couldn't just do that. So that would suggest he was in one of the shops, but we've been in the shops. And he wasn't there. Definitely not around, is he? Interesting. Well, I suppose the only thing we can do is check the other areas. Not that that is the way to another area, Chaos. Poor husband, where are you? Check this way first. that's you for the cab. That was worried husband, wasn't it? Yeah, worried husband. Check the shop. Let's check the shop quickly. Interesting. I want to talk to you just in case. Worried husband. The enterprise at which I'm employed has fallen on hard times. It's money they halved my wages. Halved. Things were going so well. How am I to tell my wife? I don't have the courage to face it. I can't go home. Commit the tale to memory. No, that's not the one. This wants us to talk to a materialistic woman. Which is you. I yearn for some new jewellery, and one ring in particular, a rare blue diamond. I saw it just yesterday, yet we can ill afford such luxury. You never know when we might need extra for an emergency. Still, my husband's enterprise has done well. I'm sure we'll soon have gil enough. His wages? Halved? What ill tidings are these? And what of my blue diamond? Why, to afford it now, there's naught but my dowry purse to... Oh, now there's a thought. I can't believe it never occurred to me before. I've more than enough gil to buy a piffing diamond. A fine idea. My thanks. Another chop. Okay, so I'm getting the impression that the poor husband must be in the same area as the poor wife. So we'll start from one corner. Yeah, poor wife. Now where is the poor husband? Doesn't seem to be one. Ronif redeems the hydrate. Thank you, Ronif. I shall momentarily after we have found the poor husband. He doesn't seem to be around. Which is highly peculiar. Well, we've been to the bit below us. I see no reason we can't go to the one next to us. I know I'm checking everyone twice, but can you blame me? Thank you for the lurk, Ronif. Here, poor husband. So where Pratel is the poor husband? Kind of missed that. The client's daughter. No. What was it you said? I've worked so hard and so long, all for money, and indeed I've accumulated some wealth. Yet I've realised I want neither money nor power. Both I've had and neither satisfied me. I found out what I wanted when I met her. A client's daughter. The moment I saw her, I knew. And you are the smitten man, so we want the smitten woman. There you are. I'm having trouble putting a man I met, a business associate of my father, from my mind. He was so dashing, so mysterious. Of course, I'm certain a gentleman of his means would be financed, at the very least. Of course he would. What? He said that? About me? For true? Are you... Is he sure? Perhaps he meant another. If it is truly me he asks after, I certainly accept. I do believe I'm overjoyed. Look, it's not much, but I'd been saving this chop for a special occasion, and, well, take it. It's yours. That's another chop. Methinks the poor husband must be elsewhere. don't know where else to go. The only place I haven't been is 2 shops in that bit down there, but surely, as with all the rest, it must be here somewhere. Not you, is it? Travelling mummer taught me this one. Used to live here in the city, so he said. So confusing. Blooming camera angle's getting stuck now. Interesting. Right, this might be a quick Google search. Because it doesn't tell me on here, does it? No. Poor husband, the anniversary, poor wife. Poor husband. Final Fantasy 12. MCK in the pure characters. It's part of a pair of characters being called powerful roles. The best we can be the first for the Right, so the poor husband, according to this, woman, family-minded girl. According to this, is someone running around. That's the girl over there. Is it bugged, maybe? Let's try exiting and entering once again. Come on, poor husband. Poor husband. That's the girl over there. Yeah, talented woman. It's not you, you're the lookalike. family-minded girl. It's not you, is it? Poor husband, I must not have spoke to you previously. My anniversary's coming up. See, haven't got a lot of gil, but I still bought the Mrs. Something special. Can you guess what it is? A necklace. Of course, it's well hidden. I'm not. Oh dear, I'm not stupid. I put it well back in the wardrobe where she's sure not to find it. Just between you and me, right? Captain, my captain, thank you for the lurk. We shall commit this tale to memory, and then tell the poor wife. That's my own fault because I obviously hadn't have spoken to him previously, so I hadn't have actually like revealed his name. So yeah, unfortunately that is my own doing. There's no excuse for that, unfortunately. What can I say? And I've lost the tab that I was using as my guide for this bit. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Poor wife, it will soon be my wedding anniversary. Whatever shall I give my dearest? That reminds me, I found the oddest thing, a fine necklace in the back of the wardrobe. If only I could remember when I bought it. No matter, I've sold the thing now. We live well enough, but it's hard to save. I needed the gil to buy my dearest what he deserves. Relate the tale, as unfortunately, my dear, you, have literally sold your anniversary present. What? He bought that necklace for me? As my anniversary present? Oh dear, whatever shall I do? First things first, I'll have your silence on this. Not a peep to him, not even a meaningful glance. I'll pay you not to speak. Are we agreed? One chop, please. One of your finest pinewood chops. I wonder what these chops look like. Right, so that's the poor husband and the poor wife. We are now to speak to the avid traveller and the travelling gentleman. The avid traveller and the travelling gentleman. You're the travelling gentleman, so we need to find the avid traveller. What does it look like, can't you? Yes. Tutor, proud mother. I'm a traveller. I do so enjoy travelling, seeing the flora and fauna of faraway places. Save for those flora and fauna with fangs. Perhaps some armour is in order. Or so I thought, but did you know heavy armour leaves stripes and sores on one? What? Or so I thought, but did you know heavy armour leaves stripes and sores on one? Or does she mean it leaves stripes and sores like on oneself? Like from wearing it maybe? Who knows? And lumbering, laden in metal, does not a pleasant holiday make? Well, considering some of our party have been wearing some heavy armour as we've been travelling the world, they're probably not too happy about it either. Commit the tale to memory, the traveller. Right. Now we just go to the travelling man. As long as I can use the control pad properly, please. Oh, thank you. Wasn't it? Yep. Travelling gentleman. Travel, my work has taken me far and wide. Why, I'm on the road for 6 months a year. Danger, near misses, daily affairs. Ha ha! Of course, I take care to wear the proper protectives. And my sword arm is good enough to hold off your average fell beast. Shall relate the tale of the traveller. A woman traveller concerned about armour, you say? Certainly. Heavy armour is just that. Heavy. But I'd worry more about beasts than bruises. Me, I find my greatest foe on the road is solitude. You say this lady you spoke to enjoys travelling. Perhaps you might arrange a meeting. Why, if I could find someone of the feminine persuasion to share my travels, that would solve all my woes, and perhaps I could solve hers. Retain another pinewood chop. Lovely, lovely, and I do believe that is all the chops for this bit. Nice. Perfect time to stop for a sip of tea. Although we may stop for a sip of tea, the travelling gentleman decides to nudge us out the way. Good cup of tea. Right, so that is all the ones done in this area. Let us head back. Still can't run in between two people speaking, which I suppose is a good thing, because that's considered rude. I hate doing it. I can't speak now. I hate doing it myself, walking in between two people speaking. But unfortunately at my workplace, sometimes it's highly impossible, because one person stands on one side of the corridor, and the other one stands on the opposite. So I have no choice but to walk between them. Right, we are in Trant. The first person we want to speak to is the boutiquier, the boutiquier, and the moneyed gentleman. Let me guess. Yep, you. It's been 5 years since I finally quit my lodgings in old Arcadius, yet still I lack the gil to open a boutique of my own. I shall commit this tale to memory. Now we want a moneyed gentleman. In the way there. No, it's not you. Ah, moneyed gentleman. Money is like a seed. Money is like to a seed. Do you not agree? Keep it locked away. It is something. It is as something dead. Yet use it poorly, and 'twill never live. There must be someone with use for my money, for I would have it live, or live. And if I could but find the hands to tend it, I would gladly share its fruit. I shall relate the tale. A lady wishing to open a boutique, you say? This bears further inquiry. I would meet with her. Who knows where our discussion might lead? Such meetings are fertile soil for enterprise. Here, a chop for your aid. Another chop? Yes, indeed. Right, who's next on the list? Farce goer and girl on an errand. Well, we know the girl on the errand is around here somewhere. Yeah, there's the girl on the errand, so we want the farce goer. Back up the stairs. Ah, fast goer. I'll be completely honest, I was expecting it to be a man. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, dear, dear. I asked my daughter to buy tickets to the farce. I've asked her to buy one too few. What to do? I'm to entertain a most important client. I don't know why I pressed A again, because we've already got the tail. The tail. It was you, wasn't it? Yeah, girl on an errand. Oh my, oh my, oh my, my. I suppose that's an easy way to connect the two, isn't it? I was asked by my mother to buy tickets to the farce, yet I bought one too many. Oh, my mother despises waste. I shall be punished for sure. Actually, we relate the tale of the tickets to the farce. Oh, she needed one more ticket for the farce? Then Lady Luck has smiled upon me. This is better than any amusement. A chop for your trouble. A chop. Karate chop. We want the music appreciator and the lutenist. Well, the lutenist is behind me. So where is the music appreciator? You're the lutenist. Huh. Is it you? Here we are. Music appreciator. I have an elderly friend, a court musician by trade. To hear him play the lute, you would think it sang. Yet of late his fingers fail him. He said he wanted to hear a song he used to play, so I seek a lutenist to play it for him. Yet they seem to be a rare breed these days. Well, as a matter of fact, we know exactly where there is one. I was about to say, watch that he's moved on and he's now, oh, literally as I say that, he starts moving. There are those who make crafts and sell them at market. I make not crafts but music. With my lute's soothing voice do I earn my daily bread. There was a time when I did quite well by it too. Sadly, people nowadays seem to enjoy cacophonous marches. Few have an ear for the lute's quiet song. We relate the tale of the lutenist. Someone seeks a lutenist. You're sure? How long I've waited. I would love nothing more than to play an appreciative listener. I thank you for this, good sir. Here, a chop bearing the mark of the lute. It is yours. Does not say anything about the fact that this particular primal chop bears the mark of the lute. No, it does not. Right, that's that one done. We want the historian and perspective man. The perspective man was that way. I think the historian was this way. Historian. I was born of empire, raised by empire, and within her walls did I grow old. Yet this city was not always grand, nor the empire always prosperous. Youths today, they known only of her glory, and nothing of her history. How little they think on the sacrifices of the past. It troubles me. Alright. Was it you? No. Funny how you're over there now. Man. No, where was he? Oh wait. There you are. We live in an empire, but 'twas not always so. How did it come to be? Military might? Wise rule? No. It must take more than these things. How can we hope to carry empire's glory into the future if we know not her past? Yet our academies teach us little of her true history. We relate the tale of a history of empire. What's that? You've an acquaintance who knows much of history? How long I've sought for this. Thank you, good sir. Thank you. Please accept this chop for the glory of the empire. For the glory of the empire. I wonder if this is like an empire chop. Now we want the builder and artisan architect. Well, the builder was down here, wasn't he? Was it you? Yes, builder. The population of this great city continues to soar, and buildings sprout like toadstools after the rain in this unruly garden of our Arcades. My consortium, too, is in the business of building, yet frankly, popular design gives me indigestion. Oh, for a man who is both architect and artisan. I shall commit this tale to memory. We've already spoke to you, I didn't want to speak to you again. Right, we want the artisan architect. You are not the architect, you're the historian. You are the mighty gentleman, there's no one else around me to speak to. That was this man over there, was it not? So, no. You're the music appreciator. So, I guess that only leaves you. No, you're the fast goer. Ah, right, okay, here we go again. Smitten man. Oh, there you are. How many years have I trained, and still they mock my designs? Tradition, tradition. Fey, fi, fo, fum. What good buildings ought that is already built? We shall relate the tale of the artisan architect. One who understands that art and architecture need not be opposed to one another. Good tidings, these. I feel a design coming on. Yes, a masterpiece. Ah, boy, in my business, it is customary to thank those who find us work. A chop for your trouble. All these chops, we must be getting fairly bruised. Right, so there should be one more in this area. One is the smitten man, and the other is the smitten woman. Where were each? There's a smitten man. Money and influence left me wanting, but she filled me from the moment we met. Still, I've never been quite one for dallying. Dallying? Frankly, I'm not sure what to do. Perhaps take her to the theatre? Yes, that's just the thing. Oh wait, do we have to speak to the smitten woman first? There you are. To think, an evening with him. I wonder what it is that he fancies. The theatre, perhaps. This fluttering in my breast. Could this be love? Okay. I've just spoken to you, and you didn't give me information. So, should we try speaking to him again? The money influence left me wanting, but she filled me from the moment we met. Still, I've never been one for dallying. Frankly, I'm not sure what to do. Perhaps take a theatre? Yes, that's just the thing. None of you are giving me a... Talk to someone else. Money influence, and once she filled from there, very well there, theatre, yes, that's just the thing. Did I already do this? Is this something I've already done? No, you're the wrong one. There you are. Maybe I've already done it then. Unknowingly. Interesting. Very interesting. Right. Let's continue along, as I have a sip of tea. Let's go do the other area first, actually. As I say that, I've actually gone the wrong way. Although I've just done that again, left the area. Let's actually go back to the area and re-talk to the two of them, just in case it's reset it somehow. Maybe. We were to speak to... Screensaver, go away. Smitten man first. Nope, you're not giving me information. Alright, never mind. Vienna, ideally I want Nibis? Nilbase? Here we are. Right. First one first, Gentleman Onlooker and Eager Crier. Gentleman Onlooker. Have you seen those chaps running pell-mell about the city? Newcomers are always this way, working up a sweat as they claw their way up the ladder. Excuse me. You look to be in much the same situation as was I long ago. Never fear, you'll get there as I have. Chin up, onwards and upwards, and all that. See, this it instantly gave us a tale to memory. So why the smitten man and the smitten woman didn't, I don't know, unless I have already done them. In which case I completely forgot that I had. It's you, isn't it? What am I doing? I'm crying wares for my armourers, for the armourers. You should have a gander if you need aught. When I get enough chops, I'll be riding in one of them cabs. And that'll be the end of all this. I'll be sitting pretty up in a garden, in it. Relate the tale of working up a sweat. What's that? You heard from some bloke who was in my shoes, and now he's made summit of himself? That's good to hear. I'll get there someday. You look like a newcomer yourself. Ain't got many chops, I bet. I know how it is, I see. Look, I ain't got many myself, but up here, we've got to look out for each other. So you can have one of my chops, and I'll see you at the top. A fine chop. Right, that one's easy enough. Senior researcher and failed researcher. There's the failed researcher. Let's go find the senior researcher. Determined researcher. No, let's do that one. Determined researcher. I heeded my father's wishes and became a researcher at a laboratory. But my colleague's behaviour has proven to be rather odd. I thought on this a great deal, and I've decided it's time to leave. Yet, my father was so happy, I haven't had the heart to tell him. Truth be told, our research project finished just the other day. It was quite a breakthrough. My father worked on it tens of years. All those years without progress. Then I join, and within months it's done. And I still want to leave. However will I explain this to my father? We commit the tale to memory, and apparently we need to relay this to the ex-researcher. For many years I researched but one thing, and when I retired, my daughter agreed to continue my work. How happy she made me. But the research, it knows no end. Someday, I hope to see my daughter marry, bear children, but still this great work will not be done. Yet it is not in vain, no, even though the pace may be slow, progress is being made. Such is the many splendid thing that is scientific inquiry. Relate the tale of time to live? What's this? My daughter? No, surely not. My daughter would never say such things. A case of mistaken identity, perhaps? What? The research? Complete? How many years did I toil, finding nothing? Humph. Huh. Ha! Ha 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 ha! That's my girl. Well, if she's finished her work, why stay any longer? Boy, a chop for bringing me this news. Right, so that's that one done. So we want the senior researcher and the failed researcher. Failed researcher. Where's the senior researcher? Oh, the taxi guy. Originally began to work at a laboratory is like heaven for me. Plenty to read and no one telling me what to do otherwise. My laboratory library is the envy of every student in the academy. There's no greater store of obscure texts anywhere in English. Why it's not doing you. I wondered if it was someone that I hadn't spoke to yet. Senior researcher. Yes, it was someone I hadn't spoke to yet. It's a good thing I check these things. A new employee of mine broke an instrument on his first day in the lab. I really want to give him some words of encouragement, but I'm so busy. Worry not, I'd tell him. Such things only cost 1,000,000 gil or so. Your concern should be the bigger picture, not such trifling details. I want him to know I'm on his side, you see. You see? Right, words of encouragement from the senior researcher. Failed researcher. It's over this way. Let's double check, just in case they decide to walk around. Failed researcher. I've made a mistake, a horrible mistake. I fear my superior is vexed, quite vexed. That instrument I dropped. Oh dear. We relate the tale of words of encouragement. A message from my superior? Oh my. I wager she's just about had enough of me. Let's see. Only cost 1,000,000 gil or so. Yeah! 1,000,000? It cost that much? She doesn't want me to pay for it? Please no. Your concern should be the bigger picture. Go. I'll admit I'm weak at the finer points, but she doesn't mean to end my research, does she? Not such trifling details. Trifling? Is that what I am? Trifling? I'm finished. That's what I am. I would be a fool to think otherwise. But to say such things through another. If she's to chastise me, I'd have her do it to my face. Ah, my thanks. A chop for your trouble. You're just being generally negative, aren't you, young sir? The worried husband, and oh, we've already done that. The worried hurried. Yes, we have. Wait a minute. So how come I couldn't do smitten man and the smitten woman? Curious. Maybe I had already done it then. But I've definitely done the worried husband and the materialistic woman, because I remember doing that. Athletic woman and avid reader. Although, let's just check. Yeah, okay. Athletic woman. I may not look it, but I'm quite athletic, you know. My family boasts a grand line of gamesmen, known for our skill at work, as well as the games. That said, my brother is overly fond of dusty old tomes. He spends most of his time with his nose in one. Why, do you know what he told me? He said, "Good sister, on the morrow I shall go to the laboratory and become a researcher." He'll become as stiff as sedentary, I don't know, as a researcher. Right, who wants the avid reader now? I'm sure was up this way. Unless, of course, they've moved on. Here he is. I've recently begun work at the laboratory. It is like heaven for me, plenty to read, no one telling me I ought to do otherwise. Why, the laboratory library is the envy of every student in the academy. There's no greater store of obscure text anywhere in Ivalice. We relate the tale. My sister seems overly concerned with my health. She should know I get proper exercise, at least an hour daily, in the games room at the laboratory. Unusual for a laboratory man, I know. I suppose it's in the blood. But sport, or rather, the exercise involved, is a subject of my research. You see, I'm jolly interested in how the body's energy might be regulated to lend strength to those muscles most taxed by a given action. I thank you for your kindness in relaying my dear sister's concerns. Here, this should serve you in good stead during your time in Arcades. Time will chop. Nice. Aspiring starlet and the faded star. Faded star, where is the aspiring starlet? You up, and you walk away from me, how dare you? The path to stardom is a difficult one, to be sure. To dance, to sing, and all of this takes great effort. And of course, you must know how to act. Imagine setting the stage aflame with but a word. I would be that sort of star, and I would ask advice of a mentor. What to ask? Commits to memory, and then we go to the faded star. No, it's not you. It was you, faded star. I'm terribly sorry, darling, but I've given up the stage. No more autographs, please. Very well, you may shake my hand if you must. Oh, you didn't want to... Pardon me, I assumed I was an actress, you see, quite famous in my day. I mistook you for an enthusiast. My apologies. And as we relate the tale, the path to becoming a star, I don't believe such a thing exists, darling. At least, it's not the sort of thing one can search for and hope to find. One must work and watch others at work. One cannot sit about, willing away the hours at pretend. Only through experience do you learn. I wore many guises in my working life. Armory clerk, airship attendant, personal secretary, headhunter, dread pirate, even the false queen of a lost land. Quite dangerous, that last one. Not recommended. I learned much, and my acting was enriched by it. Yet when it no longer felt true, I had to leave. I have a splendid idea. I shall write a novel of my adventures. That is one thing I've yet to do. Take this, darling, for your excellent advice. A chop. I thank you. Now I believe that's all of them in this area. Gentleman clerk, yes. Senior researcher, yes. Worried husband, yes. Reflect woman, avid reader, yes. Aspirant student, faded woman, yes. Determined researcher, ex-researcher, yes. That's all of the ones in this area done. So the last area to do would just so happen to be this area here, as it would happen to be. Runneth redeems a cup of tea. In actual fact, let's have a look at my current cup of tea. Oh yes. I practically finished that. Let's visit the save point quick, because this has been quite a lot of running around and speaking to people. I'd hate to lose this progress, so we shall save and then continue on with our conversations. Although I'm a little bit worried about that smitten man and smitten woman one. Unless I'm perhaps speaking to the wrong man and it's not the smitten man and this guide is completely wrong. Wouldn't be the first time this guide has steered me wrong, to be honest. We'll save. Saving is good. Saving is free. Free is good. And we like saving. Excuse me. As I pardon myself, it is indeed time for us to take a break. So, chances are if you're watching this video on YouTube, you are now going to fast forward to the bit where the pause screen disappears. But for us on Twitch, it is time for us to play some adverts. And I highly suggest you use this time to take a bio break, get yourself a fresh drink, something to munch. We play these adverts to disable pre-roll ads for the next hour or so, for about 3 minutes, give take. And I should be back a minute or two after these ads. Cheers, guys. Unless, of course, you are subscribed, in which case you can still hear me, but we are still taking a break. untwist my microphone cable, and we're back. Nuru, hello there. Ahoy. Thank you very much for coming on in. I hope you are well. I'm going to make myself a quick fire before we unpause the game so as YouTube can catch her up. How are you doing? Are you well? Indeed, indeed. I'm glad that you are well. Who else is still here? Or still lurking, as the case may be? Ronif is still here. With the weird shaky head Twitch emote thing. That's one thing I look forward to doing myself, to be honest, doing my own emotes. You're always here. More often than not, you are here, my dear. You are not always here. You may always pop in, haunting me. You do not haunt me, you support me, as does everyone else that is currently here and or lurking. And I appreciate every single one of you. Yes, I do. Yes, indeed. Ronif redeems first. Ronif, we're over halfway through the stream and you're redeeming first viewer reward. Why? Why do you do this? Why? But we unpause the game as we continue along with our quest. The quest of gaining information. I do have a fresh cup of tea, and I hope you do too. Ronif, why not? Shall I redeem the other two as well? No, because you've already redeemed first. Those viewer rewards are for other people to redeem. Damn you. Right. Let us return to the city as we Crash Bandicoot style run towards the camera. Right, Vienna. First on the list at least, philosopher of cuisine and a dangerous chef. Let's see who we have to find. Dangerous chef. Last but not least, I suppose. You don't know who I am, the only philosopher of cuisine recognized by the Senate. That's who. Yet I must confess I'm troubled of late. You see, in my profession, one eats rather a lot of excellent food, but with too much excellence, one forgets to enjoy it. I long to be stimulated. Somewhere there must be a revolutionary dish, made from naught but the best ingredients, by no one but the best chef in Arcades. Let's go find the dangerous chef. There she is. I do so love to cook. Why, the other day I held an impromptu party at my house and fed a new dish of mine to my closest acquaintances. Why, they told me 'twas a taste tantalized the tongue of a philosopher of cuisine. Yet their faces were sour as old Nana cheese. My new dish was terrible, I'm sure of it. I've invited them back, of course, to no reply. Could it truly have been so bad? We relate the tale of the revolutionary dish. A revolutionary dish? Well, I suppose one could call my new creation that. I'd be happy to give some to this gentleman you speak of. I use a base of pureed tomatoes, you see, adding that to several fish bones, upon which I poured a rich caramel sauce. Blech. Truth be told, I had quite a bit left over, and was wondering what to do with it. Here, take this chopping, thanks, unless you'd like some food. No thanks. No, I'm not a particular fan of fish. A lazy profiteer and the researcher's wife. I do remember the lazy profiteer. I'm sure the researcher's wife was the other way. Lazy profiteer. Headhunters employ gambits during battle to aid their judgment, correct? Now, what I've been pondering is, what about a gambit for the market? I know gambits can go airy if you don't keep an eye on them, but think of the coin you could make. Gil, gil, and more gil. That's worth any risk. Right, researcher's wife. No. Curious how she was able to push us back like that. Researcher's wife. My good husband works at Draclaw Laboratory, and, well, I shouldn't say this, but he works on something so secret that he can't even tell me. Now, he's not the giving type, my husband, but just the other day he gave me the most unusual gift, a card. I've taken to carrying it around with me, and it's quite odd, but I feel the strangest urge to spend my gil at the raffle house, or on stock notes. We relate the tale. Do you think, perhaps, that this card might be one of these gambits? In truth, I find it quite unsettling, and was contemplating getting rid of it. Yet it was a gift from my husband. I suppose I couldn't just give it away. I'm not even sure what it truly is. I thank you for your story, however. Here, a chop. It may serve you in good stead. Right, that's that one. The green cellar and the vegetable cellar. I know I've seen these. But where? There's a vegetable cellar. Add fortification in Bergiba, you see, I've won a small enterprise, how many to find the time. My good fortune has recently permitted to go on leave, straight away I went to reserve check my fortune towards full. I had a feeling maybe I hadn't spoken to her before, which is why she was called Bergerac Lady. Green cellar, haha. Fresh vegetables, get your fresh vegetables. Why yes, they're all farm grown. None of those magicked greens here, all natural, all delicious. Of course, people used to scoff at my greens, but the taste is undeniable. I have so many loyal customers now, I'm rather overtaxed. Oh, and I've run out of ears too. Pardon? Why, ears of corn, of course. Wherever has my associate gone? I can't keep customers waiting. Now to the vegetable cellar. It's at the other end, I'm sure. There you are. Gasp! Gasp! Me? I've been running all about town trying to sell enough greens to please my partner. She wants to build a farm out of Tachita. See? See? Yes, see? Ah, what was she saying? She'd run out of again? Noses of something? Nah, that weren't it. Huh. No time for pondering. Got to sell, sell, sell. Excuse me. Too much tea, obviously. Ah, ears of corn. That was it. Hang about. Remember seeing an empty corn bin at the storehouse. She's probably forgotten there's none left. Making a fair few gil is all well and good, but when you get too busy, you start forgetting stuff. Here's a chop, anyway. Thanks for reminding me. Lovely. And next we have the good brother and the waiting woman. I know the good brother was around here, wasn't he? There he is. Bang on. Have you been to the requisites shop? I must say, they've done a splendid job of broadening their inventory of late. Quite a lot on the shelves. Ah, I've just remembered, my sister's been looking for a certain thing. And last I visited, they had just what she wants. Now, where could she be? I do believe she's down this way. Waiting woman, there you are. I've been waiting for an item I've wanted for such a long time. The proprietor said she'd order one straight away, but that was over a month ago. I have my brother keeping an eye out for me, but he's not one to remember such things. Oh well, I suppose I shall have to make do without. Relate the tale of what she wants. Really? So he did remember. Why, I must go to the store before someone else buys it. Thank you for the tip. Here, a chop. So many chops, so little time. We need the tarot reader and the happy novelist. The tarot reader is the girl that's running backwards and forwards, the one that was pushing us earlier, wasn't it? Oh, there isn't it? Yes, it is. Do you know the tarot? I'm a reader here in town. You might think a modern city would have small use for such things. Yet I felt the opposite, just the opposite. And indeed, my prediction was correct. Yet another unforeseen problem has shown itself in the cards. My readings reveal only tragedy. That is to say, whenever I deal the cards for someone, they meet with horrible ill luck. Almost as if my readings themselves beckon misfortune. Right, now we need to find the happy novelist. I don't recall seeing a happy novelist, to be honest. Oh, lo and behold. I've been writing novels in between trips. each one I think to make a moving tale of tragic love, the sort that make grown men weep rivers. But when I sit down to read what I've written, I find it quite happy, droll, even. Why can I not write something truly miserable? A fortune teller that sees only misfortune? Why, of course, I cannot write what I don't know, after all, and my life has been such a happy one. I have a mind to visit this reader of the cards and see just what tragedy lies in store for me. My thanks to you, a chop for your advice. Lovely, lovely. Now we want the lucky man. Was it this guy? Yep. Hello there. You haven't dropped a letter, have you? You see, I found one in the street, and I couldn't help but read it. It said, "This is an oh wow, epistole to love. Freely have I released it. Should it return to me, then shall my love be made true." And that was all. Odd, wouldn't you agree? I do wonder what it means. I feared for a moment that, were I to find the writer, I would be propositioned on the spot. A groundless fear, but caution never hurts. Now we want the romantic lady. I'm sure was nearby as well, was she not? I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I'm in love. With whom? It is a secret. Why, I've not told even him. Why not? Well, I wrote a letter, an epistille to love, and I'll not confess my love until that letter finds its way back to my hand. Romantic, no? How did you know of that letter? Wait, does this mean my love is not to be? Oh dear, we've upset her now. You've not come to return my letter? Why, how foolish I must have seemed. I'm so sorry. So he did pick up my letter. How do I know who it was? Because I placed it in such a way that he would see it first, of course, being sure to stay out of sight. Many thanks for coming to tell me. Nice to know fate has triumphed once more. Here, a chop. Hero support, thank you for the luck. And now the tour leader. Ah, and the Bajurban lady. I'm sure the tour leader was this way, wasn't she? Tour leader. Tours of the aerial gardens in Majuba are quite popular these days. Why, just a short while ago, I had to turn someone away from a full tour. Wouldn't you know that the next moment we had a cancellation? Pity. That poor lady did so want to go. She must still be nearby. As it just so happens. There she is. At Fort Vicket, yes, you see, Enterprise, find the time, good fortune, recently permitted to go on leave, straight away I went to reserve a ticket, to my misfortune the tour was full. Well, as it just so happens, what's that? A cancellation? Wonderful, my gratitude for coming to tell me. Every good deed deserves a chop, 'tis custom, here's yours. And that is a pinewood chop. Right, as far as I'm aware, we should... Will it tell us how many we've got? Not here, at least it doesn't. Zoom. 28 pinewood chops. Nice. Right, we can now take these to a shop, can't we? As far as I recall, there's a shop just there. And we can trade them. Hello there, Chop Master. Hello, I am the Chop Master. Help you with aught? whilst I pick up my coaster that was stuck to the bottom of my cup of tea as I picked it up. Trade pine chops for sandalwood. Very well, here's your sandalwood chop. You obtain a sandalwood chop. Hooray! Congratulations on getting your sandalwood. This designates you as a most promising ardent. Why, you might even make gentry one day. Those with sandalwood may ride cabs and get into Central. What else I can help you with? Nay. Ronef redeems the hydrate just as I am hydrating. Taking a sip of my tea. Thank you very much, Ronef. So I'm guessing I did take care of the smitten couple then. I must have forgot that I did it. Right, so now that we've done that, as far as I'm aware, we need to check with the tarot reader for some reason. There she is. Offered to tell someone of the misfortunes and they accepted quite gladly. It proves the old adage, it takes all sorts. Would you like your misfortune told? For free? Yeah, go on then. Oh ho, not afraid of the future? Then tell it I shall. She sits down. Yes? No? Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Are you going to stand up? Yep. Called it. An answer reveals itself, yet its meaning is obscure to me. I see nothing in Trent. I see nothing in Mulberry. I see nothing in Vienna. I see nothing in Nil Base. Well, I do hope that was of assistance to you. I'm sure many trials await you in the future, but do face them with hope. It could always be worse. So that means, according to the guide, that we have got all the chops that we need. So now we want to go to the cab. Just need to remember where the cab was. And I'm looking straight at the map, so I don't need to remember where the cab was, because the cab is in the next section. I was going to say maybe we should save, but looking at the map, the cab takes us to a save crystal. Excuse me. Probably for good reason. Get rid of this for a moment, just so I can actually see clearly where I'm going. Cab guide. Is that a sandalwood shop? I see. Very well. This cab is for T-Snowball? Good sir? Yes, take me to T-Snowball, I guess. And away we go. Ah, Balfair. Ah, so pleased you can join me. Jules had a morsel for us. A light airship used by Draclaw researchers is just up ahead. We'll take that and go in through the service entrance. Let's make haste, shall we? Okay. So, we're done, I guess. Ardent, are you? I'm Gentry. I expect to be addressed as such, peasant. How dare you? We shall save. Nice. And are we going this way? Are we? I don't know now. Let's check the guide. Not really clear. Let's just explore this area that we have. Only those with sufficient chops are allowed in this area, sir. If you wish to go higher up, you'll need sandals. Sandalwood chops, that is. Lo and behold, we have. Peasant. I used my last sandal to pay off my creditors. That's why I'm taking this cab down to the base. If I go down there, I shan't be coming back. Not until I've earned my status once again. Starting from scratch at my age. Sigh. The time is ripe for enterprise, I say. To brave the markets, make some gil, and reach for the stars. Speak naught to me but enterprise. So much time and naught to do. Mayhap I'll pester some soldiers. The chase alone would be good for a lark. I've already spoken to you. Oh. Imperial soldiers.
The accomplices of the Senate have been quelled, Your Honour. Our forces sustained but light casualties.
You have leave to withdraw. One detachment will remain here to guard Draclaw.
My lord.
My lord.
Do you think they're onto us?
It would seem not, though this will make our task more difficult still.
Okay. So, what's the issue? Am I not going that way? Did you see that judge just now? I think I heard him say something about the Senate. It sounded as if something was afoot. I do wish these soldiers would leave the running about to the children, all that clanging of metal. What a cacophony? Cacophony, I guess. There was someone else to speak to. Quite the view from up here, wouldn't you say? Yes, there's nothing quite so satisfying as looking down on other people, is there? So why, can we see? Oh, I see. Interesting. So I'm guessing if we go this way, we're not going to be allowed to? Oh no, we're fine. He says. I'm terribly sorry, but there's been an emergency. No one is allowed to enter Central at this time. Please, come again. What have you got to say? No entry to Central at this time, and refrain from suspicious behaviour until things settle down. You know what I mean. Fair enough. There's no shops up here or anything, is there? Oh, another cutscene. Certainly took your time getting here, didn't you? Off seeing the sights, perhaps? Not likely. Do you know how long it took to get the chops to get up here? Well, to be fair, we had the first 3 chops within a few minutes, I think. But to finish the whole little side quest to get the sandalwood shop, that took most of the stream, didn't it? But it was a side quest to be done, and it's been done on stream. So if anyone is following this along, perhaps with a playthrough, I've shown you how to do it all, essentially. What's that? But I gave Jules some chops. Oh. Jules? Tisk tisk. A squad of judges has been sent to Draclaw. You'll find the service entrance rather a difficult proposition, I'm afraid. You're doing, no doubt. You knew how the Ministry of Law would move, so you had Varn out collecting chops until the judges could reinforce Dracula, of course. Tell me, how much did the Ministry pay for word of the prodigal son? The Ministry? Oh, judges make poor customers, my friend. Too many rules, too many laws. Perhaps you didn't know, Master Balthier, that Dracula is a toy box these days, filled with your Lord Father's conceits. All developed without the Senate's knowledge, of course. Why, not even the Emperor knew the full extent of Dr. Sid's operations. Now here's the catch. Since Vane had himself declared dictator, nary a peep has come out of that laboratory. I know people who would sell their own mum for the merest scrap of information about the goings-on inside Draculaur. People like Rosarian sympathizers worried about the Empire's weapons programs, and anyone else who might be opposed to House Solidor. Hedge on me. I can't read. So we create a disturbance, and you get your windful of dirt on Draculaur. And in exchange for your service, I've spoken to a cabbie. When he asks where you want to go, tell him you know where to go. Simple, no? Ah, a deal. Brokered in true Arcades fashion. Why, it's just like old times, Jules. Brings a tear to my eye. Good to be back, eh? My regards to your Lord Father, Master Fafferman. Master Balthier. Anon. Fafamram. Pass. So, before we speak to the cabbie, let's save again. And... nope. Nope. That's the one. In the place that we've just been. And there is a save crystal just there. So... shall we? Just to end the stream on a bit of action, maybe? Sure, that's where we want to go, isn't it? I mean, I did just save, so if it doesn't go well, we can always get out. Right, we want to take this ride down, don't we? That's not... no, that's the way out. So, what to go this away? Wait, was there a chest there? No. Looked like there was. And from memory this was a dead end, but I just want to see if there is a treasure here. No, there is not. And there's the big fella just there. Right, so let's get ourselves all magicked up. You've got decoy bubble, everything else. So you, interesting that yours don't cost as much. You've got cure. You've got all the everything else, but you don't have haste or anything else, do you? Shell protect. We'll see how we go. I suppose while I'm doing this, you can do these ones. That's everyone protected. We'll get Penillo to use decoy on Balthier, maybe. It's a shame you haven't got haste. You're a regen though, we might be able to use that to our advantage. Lost myself. Right, let's give it a go, shall we? Let's get rid of that. I have noticed it's got protect on, so let's dispel it. Penillo, you could maybe blind it, that might be a good one. Off there, so I don't know what it's got. Try and steal from it before anything else. Balthier couldn't steal, that's a shame. Let's get you to, no, cast blind. You can try to steal again. Ancient turtle shell, nice. It's been blinded. What about silence? Don't know if that will help, to be honest, but we'll soon see. It's immune to silence. Alright, that's fine. What about... Oh. Can't buy it. Don't know if that works, to be honest. What about poison? Poisoned works as well, yes. Have we got someone that's got poison now? Just no, not poisoner. Get rid of the slow. That looks like the decoys will go off. Not that it seems to be making a difference. That's not what I wanted to do. Penillo, if you could use... Which one is it? Kronos tier? Yeah. Really slow. didn't remove slow for some reason. But to be fair, this thing's only got a bit of health left, so... Well, that was easy. OG, thank you for the luck. It was very easy. Can we try with the getting rid of the slow again, please? There we go. That'd be lovely. I was going to say no one needs a cure, but Penelo's health just shot down. I guess that's because the bubble was worn off. Everyone's bubble was just worn off. Might as well collect the treasures in the area. That was the way from memory, wasn't it? Yeah. This was just a dead end, wasn't it? It was a dead end with a treasure. 411 gil. Well, I did say we'd end the stream with a bit of excitement. Although that battle was a bit easier than I thought it would be. A little bit of excitement now. There's another treasure. I'll check to see if there's anything else down this way. Apart from traps. Let's not... follow some steps to get up there. Let's not trigger the traps, please, troop. Although you never know, we might be lucky and there might be rejuvenation traps, but I doubt it. And we're back here. I remember this room. Any treasures around here? Doesn't look like it. No, interesting. There we go, here's some treasures. 323 gil, and there's some enemies as well. These three are actually, yeah, they're only level 48, so why not? Let's try and get these three a level, shall we? So the party's levels are all evened out just a little bit. And then they're doing work with our fire magic. Any more treasure in the immediate area? Doesn't look like it. Let's go left. Left is always right. treasure around here? Doesn't look like it. But there are some enemies. Come get some. No loot? No? What a shame. Some enemies out there. Might as well open this door. Any more treasure? Yeah, there's one. More zombies. The treasure down there. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Might as well get rid of this for now. Ooh. Aha! So I probably looked straight at that, but because I had the mini map up, it was somewhat blinding me. No, I want to open the door. Thank you. Well, that one was down already, to be honest. Didn't realise there was 3, I only thought there was 2. I suppose we'll go down before we go back up. Is there any treasure in this room? No. That thing tried casting Confuse on us. No treasure down there. And I'm going to assume there's no treasure around here. No, never mind. Might as well go this way. These enemies are respawned, lovely, or at least one of them has. Cure, thank you. Open this door. Ha! Treasure. Treasure! Nope, open the treasure. Thank you. A Chronos Tear. That I suppose replaces one of the ones we used trying to cure Balthier of being slowed. No, open the door, please. Secure. Ah, there. Oh, yeah, that's it. Come running at me. Come at me. Nice. This door was just to the central area, was it not? Yes, it was. And these 4 have respawned. That's what we want, seeing as we do want a little bit of experience for these troops. Unfortunately, not enough for a level up. Oh, how are we looking before we get to the 44,000, 46,000, 46,000? Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be a little way until you guys have earned enough experience to level up. I think it's really worth trying to travel through the rest of this to get that. So we might as well wait until we reach the next area. Surprised we didn't get a bunch of experience from the hunt. Treasures? Seeing as we left this room and have re-entered it. No treasure? No? Doesn't look like it, does it? No. It was close, weren't it? Oh, there's monsters here this time. Let's have you. Although we have to fight one of these things now, which unfortunately breaks our chain. Didn't realise we were getting to be fair, but hey ho. Careful of the trap, please, troop. Shame about two or three imps that were there. Otherwise we could continue our chain that we had going with these guys. Can I get this loot? Yeah, nice. I suppose these monsters didn't spawn because we had the hunt, didn't we? That was in this room. There was treasure in here though. But it doesn't look like... Oh yes, there's one. A mere 38 gil compared to the hundreds we were getting before. I know there was a treasure at the end of this hallway, so we'll just check if that was respawned. And a couple more monsters to add to the experience. Ooh. What are you? I don't know what you are, but you're something different, that's for sure. 1,400 experience, interesting. I should have tried to have stolen from that, shouldn't I? That might have been a rare mob. 40 gil. Well, I suppose it's 2 gil better than 38. Anything crazy happen if we stay in the middle of this room? No? I know it's probably not every area, but since we were in that place, we sort of stood in the middle of it and that mob appeared. There's a potential to happen in other places as well. Right, back to the crystal. heading back from whence we came. And I suppose also hitting the crystal will give us a free... Oh no, we want to use the thing, don't we? We want to use the pedestal. Right, where was our petitioner? He's in the weapon shop. We might as well run our way through. Assuming that we can, of course. Back to Varn. I suppose he's right, seeing as we are in a city setting. I mean, to be honest, it was because... Ooh! Let me guess. Oh no, I was going to say a knot of rust, but no, free gil. 2 gil. Yeah, there's more gil in these chests. Much more gil. Every little bit of gil helps. Though we don't know what we're taking and who we're taking it from, to be fair, do we? Especially with these poor people. That, yeah, it was to talk to him, not because there was a chest there. I'm going to assume there isn't any... I assume incorrectly. There are more. That's a bit of free gil, can't complain. I know we've got 473,000 gil, but more gil helps. More gil the better. Ah, there we go. Knot of rust. Probably just going to get knots of rust now, just to make up for all the knots of rust that we didn't get from the previous. Nope, 16 gil. I speak too soon. I wonder if we sell the knots of rust, they'll be worth something. We came up that way. So we should be able to go this way now. We're not going to bother touching that. Yep, there's no guards, so we should be fine to just walk on up. we make our way to the weapon shop. Get stuck on the exact same people on the stairs as we have done before. No, was it you? Nope. You? Nope. Must have been you then. No, it wasn't you. Who was it then? Who have I missed? Was it the person? No. No. Ah, there you are. I ran straight past you. You did it. You killed the Dark Steel. I can't thank you enough, friend. 3,000 gil lead bolts. And adamantite. I think I can make it to Balforheim. Balfonheim on my own now. Don't know what might still be down there in Soshin though. Gotta go prepared. Yes, you should. Can we give them bolts to Ash? Nice, yeah. On hit, immobilize. I like that. Even if just a little bit more powerful though. And that loot will probably come in handy for weapon recipes when we come to making some awesome equipment. As I know we needed the death powder from that previous boss that I did mention. Weren't we supposed to say you know where to go to this guy? I mean, I was planning on coming in here this way anyway to use the save crystal, but there wasn't another option for it. I just broke the game. I'm going to just know we probably made it this far. Chops of pine, chops of sand of the earth more than life itself. I don't think you guys lightly. Yep, you know where to go. Sweet. Let's just double check that that's there. Yeah, sweet. Right, let us save. Successful stream. Successful side quest. Successful hunt. And a successful save. If you have been watching this video on YouTube, thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like the video if you have liked the video, and subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy content. Losing my breath. If you would like to join myself and chat during the live stream on Twitch, you will find a link in the description down below. And whilst you're down there, feel free to leave me a comment. YouTube, until next time.